Okay, so welcome to another IELTS speaking video by Johnny, and here this is class IELTS 36. Miss One will join us very soon, hopefully. And so now let's do our speaking practice now, ladies. Are you ready?
Yes.
Should be ready. Now let's do part 1, 13. 13, singing. Singing. Okay, so Miss New, please, do you like to sing?
No, I don't like to sing because
Because,
my
because,
voice because my voice
because
not because my voice not so good.
my
It's just
voice is not so good, you mean?
my voice is not so good.
My voice
But
is not so good.
is my voice is not so good. I just want to listen to music.
I just want to listen to the music, right? The music, right? Okay, so Miss New, so do you enjoy listening to the other people singing?
Yes, I really enjoy when listening to other people singing.
Yes, not karaoke, right?
No, oh, that's
Not
horrible.
karaoke, not karaoke at night.
Uh,
No
no.
way.
It's
Yeah,
mean
Miss One
I
is
like listen like from like singer they live music.
So you like to listen to singer when they have their
Yeah.
live performance or live music. I see. What's your favorite music, Miss New?
I think my favorite music is R&B.
Hmm,
Yes.
R&B. Anything
I
else?
like chill music. I don't like remix. I think remix music that's like
Oh, you don't like remix music. Ah, I see.
yeah that
So, Miss
that
Kim In, please, how about you? What kind of music do you like?
I like every kind of music, but I don't listen all of all of song. I just
All of
choose
the
some.
types of song, right?
Yes, I just choose some song I that I feel is good
Ah, I see.
to listen. Yes.
So, Miss Kim In, do you like to sing?
Um. Uh.
Let me see.
Yeah. I like to sing, but I don't like to sing before many people.
You don't like
Um,
to sing in front of people?
no, no, I don't like to sing in front of many people. I just sing alone uh, at my room. Yes,
You mean you sing alone in your room, right?
yes,
In
in my
your room.
room.
Okay, I see. Miss On, how about you? Do you like to sing?
Well, I don't like to sing because I think I cannot control my voice and my tone of
You
voice.
mean you mean you cannot control your
Control
your breathing, right?
my tone of voice.
Like you cannot control your breathing like when you sing well, right? Isn't it?
Cái tông á thầy,
Oh, the
lên cao hay
tone.
xuống thấp. The
Tone. I cannot
tone,
control my tone, right?
my tone of voice.
So if you say you are out of sync, then it means you don't sing in the right tone as the music. So hát lạc tông.
Yes,
Like if you're out of sync, if you are out of sync, it means that you don't sing in the same tone as the music, as the background music. All right. So Miss Na, please. So do you like to listen to other people singing?
it depends. It depends on. I just like the people's have a good voice. Um,
Okay. So if other people have a good voice and you enjoy listening to them, but not when they are terrible.
Yes.
When they're absolutely terrible, then you just want them to shut up, right?
Right.
Just want them to shut up. Well, then what do you think then, Miss Na? Is it difficult to sing well?
It's difficult to sing well.
Yeah, to sing well, is it a difficult thing to do? Like, for example, do you need training? Like, do you need many years of training? Do you need to go to school for that? Is it does it take a lot of time to train that? Something like that, you know?
Yeah, I think if people have a chance to train their voice, they cannot they can have a a better voice,
You can have a better
and
voice.
and they can control their breathing.
They're breathing.
Breathing.
Or you can say, we can say control their breath.
Yes.
Breath.
And they also have a good feel on em là có cái cảm nhận tốt về cái
To have a good
nhạc.
feeling of music, right?
Yes.
You need to have a good feeling, a good idea and knowledge of music too. Đâu phải chỉ là hát là xong là không đâu. You need to understand like about the music. You need to understand the song. You need to understand how to make it sounds better, right? Chứ đâu phải tự nhiên cứ lên là hát được đâu. No. Well, Miss Thảo, how about you? Do you like to sing?
Yes, I do.
I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I can sing, and I usually sing when I'm alone.
Sorry?
At home.
When I'm at
And I
home.
usually-
Whenever I'm at home.
And I think singing makes me feel like relaxed and make my life more meaningful, and it's actually enrich my life so much.
I see. So, Miss Tao, when and where do you like to sing often? Do you often like to sing? Where and when do you often like to sing?
Well, I think it depends who I am with or what I am doing.
What I was doing, yeah. What I'm
What I
doing.
was
Okay, let's
doing.
just say what I am doing. Depends on who I'm with or what I'm doing. Yes.
For example, when I'm stay at home, I usually like to sing a little bit to make my feeling better.
You mean
To
to create the mood, tạo tâm trạng, to create the mood.
yes, to boost my mood to start
Thúc đẩy tâm trạng, to boost my mood, and then
to start bustling or hustling.
Sorry, to
Hustling tức là chuẩn bị vào những công việc bận rộn.
To hustling, to hustling. All right, so let's go back to Miss New now. So why do people sing? Do you know the reason why people sing, Miss New? Tại sao có người ta lại hát?
I think the music will make people they feel more like relaxing.
Relaxing or relaxed?
Relaxed.
They feel relaxed.
They feel-
Tính từ bị động.
They
Passive
feel relaxed.
or passive adjective to talk about feelings.
Yes.
So they feel relaxed.
They feel relaxed and more freedom.
And they feel more free. They feel more free.
More free. They feel more free, and I think more enjoy their life when they listen to music.
Make life more enjoyable, làm cho cuộc sống nó hưởng thụ hơn. To make life more enjoyable. Okay, so that could be a good reason, but sometimes people sing to forget. You know, they sing to forget a lot of things that had bad happening in their life, you know.
Oh, really?
To sing, to forget, or to remember. Hát để quên đi, hoặc là hát để nhớ một cái gì đó. Sometimes they do that, you know. Like sometimes when life is just not so good now, and they sing to just forget that, you know, so they feel better, at least for a while, you know. Ít nhất là một khoảng thời gian nào đó họ cảm thấy tốt hơn. And sometimes they sing to remember the moment, you know, để nhớ cái phút giây, khoảnh khắc. Okay, now, so Miss Kim Yên, please. What do you think about karaoke? Karaoke singing.
I think karaoke is good in if they have if they have a suitable room to sing.
Right.
Yes, because if people sing karaoke without sing karaoke.
No, it's. I think it's karaoke. Let me check this pronunciation of this word, shall we? Karaoke. I think it's like
Karaoke.
Karaoke. So it's like third syllable. You see, những âm ba nè.
Karaoke.
Okay, so let's go back to karaoke now. What do you think about karaoke singing?
I think karaoke is good when they have a suitable room to sing, because it make too noisy and bother
Bother other people, you mean?
Yes.
Karaoke, it bothers other people, especially after 10 o'clock.
Yes, and sometimes they sing day after day, and so people can stand that situation.
Sometimes people cannot stand the situation. That's why, I mean, in Vietnam, there has been some cases of murder, you know. They killed each other because of bad singing. Giết nhau vì hát quá dở. Yeah, sometimes they like that. There are some cases of murder. Giết người á. Vì murder because of bad singing in Vietnam. Wow. I mean, because, listen, if you sing non-stop, day after day, and then you bother your neighbors so much, eventually they will become like that, you know. Ai cũng thích chịu đựng thôi. Everyone, you know, there's a limit. Of course, there's a limit to everyone's, you know, endurance. There's a limit to everybody's endurance. Có cái giới hạn cho cái sự chịu đựng của mỗi người. There's a limit to everybody's endurance. Nobody can endure forever. So it means nobody can endure forever. Không ai chịu đựng hoài được đâu. Nobody can endure forever, you know. So, all right. So, what do you think, Miss Na, please? So, do you think school teachers should teach singing?
Yes, I think school teacher should teach singing to students. Because I think when
Yes.
people were child, it is easier to teach them to have a good voice. Besides, I think if a teacher told them
If teacher teaches them how to sing, then what would happen?
what?
nó dùng cái câu điều kiện loại 1 đi. Let's use first conditional. If teacher teaches them or people to sing, then what would happen?
Tự nhiên em quên mất câu thầy vừa nói.
Okay, let's use first conditional. Câu điều kiện loại 1. If
Yeah.
teacher teaches people singing, what would happen?
Yeah. They would have a good voice.
Better voice, yeah.
A better voice. Besides, if this teacher told them that em là nếu như mà giáo viên nói với trẻ con rằng là phải có ý thức về cái giọng hát của mình.
Well, I think so. Basically, teachers should tell students, young students, that they should be aware of their own voice, or they should have an awareness of their own voice. Nên có cái ý thức về cái giọng riêng họ. They should have an awareness of their own voice, or they should be aware of their own voice, you know.
They could control their breath.
They could control their breath. Okay, of course. And breathing control, you know, cái kiểm soát về cái hơi thở is important. Breathing control your breath. You know, it's not like opera singing, but sometimes a lot of singing you must have a good breathing control, you know, otherwise you cannot sing well. Còn không thì không hát nổi đâu. Okay, so this one, please. So, do you want to be a singer? Of course you don't, right?
Well,
of course you told us already.
Due to my limited singing ability.
You mean due to your limited singing ability?
Due to my limited singing ability.
Well, you can always train yourself, you know.
I don't want to be a singer. And I think I don't have a talent on it, so I prefer to be not.
Well, at least people sing better than Chipu, right? Well, it's just a joke. Let's not talk bad about her anyway. She's a very hardworking artist, so at least she deserves some respect. Okay, but her voice just not good, not that good. Anyway, so Miss Thao, please. What kinds of music do you like to sing?
Well, there's a variety.
There's a variety of.
Yes, variety of kind of music, but I can sing. It's my taste. I can sing a lot of kind of music, from traditional to popular music. Popular music, and I think I like pop music the most, and I usually sing pop music.
Yeah, you usually sing pop music. I see. I see. What other kind of music? Like maybe country music, maybe traditional Vietnamese music, maybe? Do you like them?
Yes, I do like both of them, but sometimes I sing traditional and traditional music. And for example, when in my countries have some festival.
When there are.
Where there are.
When there's music festival. Yes.
Music festivals, and so I sing with the singer. I sing follow to the singer at television or on my phone.
Oh, on your phone. Of course, you can look at the lyrics. You can look up the lyrics on your phone. You can sing along.
Yes.
Sing along. Hát chung. You can sing along with the singer. You can look up the lyrics on your phone, of course, and you can sing along. So okay. So Miss New, please. What kinds of music do you like to sing? R&B only? Maybe something else?
R&B music and Vietnamese music and something else.
What else music then?
Chinese music.
Oh, Chinese music, like Chinese pop, right? Chinese
Yeah,
pop,
like that.
Vietnamese pop,
Vietnamese
Korean
pop.
pop,
Korean.
Japanese pop, maybe?
Yes, because that's like I think all that music like easy to sing than
All of that music, or all of that music, quite easy to sing.
all of that music quite easy to sing than
Em có thứ bằng từ to be
American.
hoài vậy ta? Why you are missing out on to be verb all the time? All of that music are quite easy to sing.
All of that music are quite easy to sing than.
Từ từ các bạn nói nhanh quá. You speaking too fast again.
Sorry.
Just slow down, slow down. All of that music are quite easy to sing.
All of that music are quite easy to sing.
Right, I see. What do you think about rap music, Miss New? In Vietnam, rap music, I mean.
I think you should learn about that, and after that you can sing rap music.
You mean like rap singer? Of course, they should learn or should have a basic understanding, and they should learn about rap music before singing that, right?
Yes.
It's not easy. It's not easy to sing rap.
It's not easy.
Because you have to speak very quickly and correctly.
And one thing I say, like for like the black people, like
let's just say for how can I say? Có một cái cách nói mà đỡ đụng chạm hơn. There's a way to say that it's more politically correct. Đúng đắn về mặt chính trị. Đúng đắn về chính trị. Đây là một cái cách nói đúng đắn về chính trị hơn. There's a more politically correct way to say. We say dark people. Or dark tone, dark skin people. Những người có da đen. Well, many people can have dark skin, right? Doesn't have to be black people, you know.
Yes.
Nó nghe đúng đắn mặt chính trị hơn, so it sounds more politically correct. It doesn't sound racist. Nó nghe nó không có racist. Nó nghe nó không có phân biệt chủng tộc. Okay, so Miss Kim In, please. So, what do you think of singing competitions? Những cuộc thi hát. Các bạn nghĩ gì về những cuộc thi hát? Well, general, not about the first prize, second prize, or third prize, you know. Nhìn chung thôi.
I think singing competition is competitions are good choice, a good chance.
A good chance for people
to show their talents and improve their talents as well.
Okay, but do you think that these days singing competition is getting worse and worse?
Yes. Recently, I don't care much about these competitions.
So many game shows and singing competition, you know,
yes.
so many. You can't even count.
Yeah, because it's most of them is make drama to
You mean most of them are not real, it's just a stage. Most of them are just so staged. Nó giống như giả tạo quá. Stage means so fake and it's not real. So everything is set up. Everything was set up. Mọi thứ đều được sắp đặt. It means like even the prize. People know who will get the first prize, second prize, third prize even before the competition begins, you know. Ngay trước khi cái competition nó bắt đầu luôn, người ta cũng biết trước là ai được hạng mấy luôn rồi. Because everything was set up. And it's a breeding ground. Nó là một cái gọi là cái nơi mà sản sinh ra. It's a breeding ground, một nơi sản sinh ra. It's a breeding ground for bribery. Hối lộ đút lót. To get the desired prize. Để có được cái phần thưởng mong muốn, người ta đút lót quá trời luôn. Nó là một cái nơi mà sản sinh ra cái vụ hối lộ mà. It's a breeding ground, cái nơi mà nó giống như cái ổ luôn á. It's a breeding ground, and it's like a hive. It's like a place where there's a lot of them. Just like a beehive, you know, như là ổ tổ ong đó. It's a breeding ground for bribery to get the desired prize in Vietnam. So I don't think it's good. It's good. So Miss Thảo, what do you think of singing competitions? Đừng tắt mic các bạn. Don't turn off your microphone, please.
Sorry. So in my opinion, I think singing competition actually is a biggest chance to the people who have talented and
who have talents.
Who have talent.
Who have talents, because that's a noun. Talented is an adjective, you know.
Who have
talents.
At singing.
Who have talent and money.
At singing. And actually, some people to be famous, to become famous, nhờ vào.
Famous, to become famous.
Nhờ vào singing competition.
They become famous thanks to something. They become famous thanks to competitions. Họ trở nên nổi tiếng nhờ những cuộc thi. Thanks to competition, of course.
And so nowadays I can see a lot of singing competition is they hold the singing competition is actually not by someone singing well. They are just want to make money from this competition.
Of course, those competition are just for making money, of course.
Yes, for make money and for advertising
products.
Sponsored,
yes, you know, nhà tài trợ, sponsored. All right, and it's just a tool for making money. Just a tool for making money.
And I see a lot of talented people abandoned behind the stage.
Of course, they abandon it because they don't feel like they are getting the respect they want. They abandon it because they don't feel that they received the respect they deserve. Không cảm thấy là họ nhận được cái sự tôn trọng mà họ xứng đáng được nhận. They abandon it because they don't feel that they receive the respect they deserve, you know.
I think it's unreliable, actually.
Sorry?
And I think it's unreliable.
Of course, all these competition are fake anyway.
Yes.
They're so fake. You see, I actually joined a competition in 2016.
Really?
You don't know? But it's not a singing competition. So if you check YouTube, you can see. So if you check YouTube, you can see that. Okay, not this one. So on TRAN 2016 with piano. So by that time, at the end of that year, I joined in a competition, and I basically played 2 songs. I got the 4th prize, you know, the giải tư thôi. I got only a 4th prize. I mean, the other people in the competition, they were fine. They were actually quite good. But, well, a lot of them don't like, you know, the competition. We just don't like it. I mean, we just didn't like it, so... I mean, a lot of them just, you know, go separate ways, and we don't really pursue anything like music, you know, that much. I mean, but those competitions are very quite fake, to be honest. They don't reflect the real talents of people, you know. Now, so Miss One, please, what do you think of singing competitions? Let's do this one, and we go to part 2.
Well, in my opinion, singing competition would be a good chance for people who want to pursue their dream to be famous, and also that's a good chance for them to have money by gaining prize.
That's not much money, you know.
And
the money just not much.
And I think that that is a way for sponsors to advertise their products nowadays, and also so I think singing competition is a win-win
It's a win-win situation, you mean? Nó là tình huống cả hai bên đều thắng, right? It's a win-win. It's a win-win situation for both. Could be. Okay, let's take a break first, shall we? Alright, let's do part 2 now, shall we? 57, 57. There you go. This topic again. So, this is describe a thing you refused to lend. Miêu tả một cái thứ mà các bạn từ chối cho mượn. So, to lend people something. To lend people something means là cho mượn. Cho ai đó mượn cái gì đó. To lend people something. But to borrow people something, it means like mượn ai đó cái gì đó. Một cái là cho mượn, cái là mượn. So these are, to lend means you give it to them and they have to give back to you later. But to borrow means you take something. You basically receive something from people and you have to give them back that later. Okay. Describe a thing that you refused to lend, which means like you said no. Say no, I do not let you lend this. I do not let you lend this. You're not going to take this. Miêu tả một thứ mà các bạn từ chối cho mượn. You should say what the thing was. Cái thứ đó đã là thứ gì thế? Who wanted to borrow it from you? Ai đã muốn mượn nó từ các bạn? Explain why he or she wanted to borrow it from you. Tại sao anh ta hoặc là cô ta lại muốn mượn nó từ các bạn? Explain why you refused him or her. Giải thích tại sao các bạn lại từ chối anh ta hoặc cô ta. Okay, this is a past tense, of course. Phải miêu tả trong quá khứ nhé. And you have part 3 of borrowing and lending things. Part 3 về cái chuyện cho mượn hoặc là mượn cái gì đó. What situation should people lend things to others and why? Trong tình huống nào con người ta nên cho người khác mượn những thứ đồ này nọ? Tại sao? Like lend things can be lending clothes, lending money, lending car, motorbikes, lending a key, cái chìa khóa này, or lending what else? Anything, you know. Miễn sao đừng cho mượn chồng, mượn vợ, mượn bồ. Just as long as you don't lend your husband or wife or your lovers, then that was not good. Okay. So what situation should people lend things to others and why? Những tình huống nào con người ta nên cho người khác mượn đồ? Tại sao? Why is lending money to others a risky thing to do? Tại sao cho người khác mượn tiền là một cái điều rất là rủi ro để làm? Well, you should expand it further and you give some examples like, well, just expand it, ráng tìm cách mở rộng nó ra các bạn. Tại sao nó là risky? Why is it risky? Should people borrow money to buy expensive things? Why not? Con người ta có nên mượn tiền để mua những đồ mà mắc tiền hay không? Like for example, borrowing money to buy a house, borrowing money to buy a car, for example, or borrowing money to buy a new iPhone, for example, or buy a new smartphone, for example, something expensive, Con người ta có nên mượn tiền để mua thứ mắc tiền không? Tại sao không? Should people borrow money to buy expensive things? Why not? Okay. Be careful. To lend and to borrow are different, okay? Cẩn thận hai cái động từ đó. Just be careful with these two. Now, so you have 2 minutes to think. 2 phút bắt đầu. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so Miss Thảo, please, can you start first? Describe a thing you refused to lend.
As I remember last year's my classmate, he's asked me to borrow my laptop. Actually, I'm not close with him because he's just my classmate, and I asked him
So
why.
I wasn't close to him. You mean you wasn't close to him? We weren't close friends. You mean?
Yes, we
We
wasn't
weren't close friends. We weren't close enough because we were just classmates.
We wasn't close enough because we just classmates.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him why do you want to borrow it?
Why he wanted câu tường thuật. It's a reported speech. I asked him why he wanted to.
Asked him why he wanted to.
I asked him why he wanted to.
I asked him why he wanted to use it. And he said he wanted to do his assignment.
And he said he wanted to use it to do his assignment.
Yes. But other moments I refuse to lend him.
I refused to lend him a laptop.
Because in my laptop I
there was
so many important data.
There was so much important information for me, you mean?
Yes, there was so much important data related to my assignment.
And you didn't want him to steal it.
And I didn't want anyone to see it. And that's the reason why I refuse him. But I think sometimes you don't need to be. Sometimes you need to refuse. Some situation we need to refuse people if it's not necessarily for.
If it's not necessary.
Yes.
If it is not necessary.
Yes. It's not like yes, it's not necessarily necessary, and I think people should have awareness to ask someone to borrow something, and they need to be quiet, be nice, and be polite when ask someone to lend something. to borrow something.
Okay. Be nice and polite, of course. And of course, you need to be sincere too. Phải chân thành nữa. You need to be sincere. Sincere. They need to be sincere. Phải chân thành nữa cơ. When you ask people to borrow things, and of course, you need to be trustworthy. Phải đáng tin nữa cơ. You need to be trustworthy. So other people will lend you something, you know. Otherwise, nah. Alright, very good, Miss Thao. Now, Miss Na, please, can you describe a thing you refused to lend?
Yes. When I was a university student, there are a friend I just told to her sometime.
Told to her or told her?
Told her.
There's a friend that I told her.
Yeah. A friend I told her sometime. She wanted to borrow me a motorbike. Because
she wanted to borrow my motorbike from me. She wanted to borrow a motorbike from me. Or you can say, she wanted to borrow my motorbike.
She wanted borrow.
She wanted to borrow my motorbike.
Yeah, she wanted to borrow my motorbike. Because she needed to go to Vũng Tàu province.
She needed to go to Vũng Tàu, which is a city. Mà mình phải nói rõ là thành phố nào nha. You need to explain like where Vũng Tàu is, like which is a city to the south of Vietnam, for example.
Phải nói thêm nữa là
mình phải nói rõ ra nha, tại vì nhiều khi người ta không biết Vũng Tàu là đâu đâu. When you mention a name of a place or you mention an non-English name, you know, you need to explain what it is. Khi mình miêu tả một cái gì đó không phải tiếng Anh hoặc một cái tên địa danh nào đó, mình nên nói rõ là nó nằm đâu. Like for example, Vũng Tàu, which is to the south of Vietnam, which is coastal city, một thành phố ven biển, a coastal city to the south of Vietnam, for example.
Right. She needed to go to Vũng Tàu city, which is south of Vietnam.
Which is to the south, which is in the south, to the south of Vietnam.
Yeah. She didn't have motorbike. I refused her because it was not convenient to me because her travel was too long for me. Around 2 days. I needed to go to university or to work part-time.
And to work part-time, I see.
Yes. However, she didn't have a license to ride motorbike, and
Oops! She didn't have a license. So if the police caught her, yes, you would be in trouble too.
Right. So this is the reason I refused her.
This was the reason that I refused her.
Yes, it was the reason I refused her.
Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's practice this one again at home, okay, Miss Na?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone should re-watch this video and then try to practice again at home. Mọi người nên coi lại những video này và phải luyện tập thêm ở nhà, đọc lại nha. You need to re-watch this one and then try to practice at home, okay? Now, so, Miss Kim Yen, please, can you describe a thing that you refused to lend?
Yes. I'm a very easy person and don't rarely to refuse someone.
And I rarely refuse.
Someone when they ask me. Yeah, when they ask me. But there was one time. I have to say no to protect my book. This is my neighbor. He is one time he's went to my came to my home and see my new book. I just bought, and she asked me to
He asked
to
to me.
lend.
She asked to me. Are you sure? So she asked me.
Yes, she asked me to lend, but before that, she used to lend me a book, but after a long time, they don't return me.
But after a long time, she didn't return it. You mean?
Return it. Still, I asked him, and when I asked him, he take he took a while to look where it is, where it was.
It took a while. It took a while for him to look around.
Yes.
To see where it is.
Yes.
It took a while for him to look around to find it. You mean?
Yes. And my book that time is so dirty, and
it was so dirty. It was so dirty.
Yes, it was so dirty, and yeah, I know he didn't care about that book.
Of course, he didn't care about that.
Yes, and because
no, you have to say no. He didn't care. No, he didn't care. No, he didn't care.
Yes, because
no, he didn't care.
Sorry.
No, he didn't care. No. Yes.
No.
Yes,
no.
No, he didn't care. No, he didn't care. No, he didn't care. Yeah.
He didn't care didn't care about it because I saw he posted the image of my book in Facebook.
He posted the image of my book on Facebook, right? On Facebook.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, and say something
he said something
philosophically.
He said something philosophically. No,
Yes.
No, it's not philosophically. It's not philosophically. It's
triết lý. Yes.
And then well.
Để tỏ vẻ
cái gì and he posted something to lecture people how to live a life. And he posted something to lecture people how to live a life. Dạy đời người khác. Lecture people, dạy người ta how to live a life, cách để sống trong đời ở đời. To lecture people how to live a life. Wow.
Yes. So that time I don't.
I didn't.
I didn't. I didn't. Didn't. Không cho mượn nữa.
So, by that time, I decided that I would not let him borrow anything again.
Yes.
So I decided to not let him borrow anything else. I decided to not let him borrow anything else. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. Now, Miss New, please. Can you describe a thing you refused to lend?
Well, it's my money.
Of course.
Yes,
Okay.
and my best friend want to borrow it. She says she want to buy something, and she says she want help her family.
She wanted to help her family, right? That's
Yes,
what she said.
yes. But I refused her because she already lent my money before, but she didn't
Because she had lent, because she had borrowed money from you before, you mean?
Yes.
And she did not give it back, right?
She didn't pay me on time. Like yeah, I need money for live like
I need
her.
money for living too. Who doesn't need money for a living?
Yes, but like my style, like if she cannot pay my money on time, she can tell me a few days before that.
But then she
But
did not do anything.
yeah, but
She
she didn't.
decided to not tell you. That's really rude, you know.
Yes, and after that I
That's so
tell.
rude.
Yeah, I can delay for her a few days or a few weeks, but she need to tell me before that. Yes, that's why I decide I don't want to.
That's why I decided I didn't want to. Cẩn thận, các bạn nói quá nhanh. You're speaking too fast again. That's why I decided I didn't want to.
That's why I decided I didn't want to let her borrow money
Or
anymore.
lend her.
Lend her.
To lend her anything else.
To lend her anything else.
Okay, very good. Now, Miss One, please, can you describe a thing you refused to lend?
During my trip with my close friend, she saw me wearing a, a silky dress, and she really
Váy lụa, a silky dress.
and she really liked it. That's why she wanted to lend it from me.
That's why she wanted to lend it.
That's
That's why she wanted to borrow it. Sorry, to borrow it.
That's why she wanted to borrow it from me, but I said no to her because the first reason is I don't want to wear what people wore it once, and I hate the smell of someone wearing it.
Of course you would.
And the second reason is that was not a necessary reason to borrow something, in my opinion. And she thought I was so greedy, but
greedy, stingy.
Yes.
No, not. It's not called greedy or stingy. Greedy là tham lam. Greedy, tham lam. But the word you're talking about is stingy. Stingy là keo kiệt bủn xỉn. Keo kiệt bủn xỉn. Stingy.
She thought I was so stingy.
Stingy.
But I didn't care. I just protect my things.
Care. Why should you care?
Anyway, we were still close to each other, no
Are you
matter
sure?
what. Yes.
Are you sure? You only know for sure next time when something happened.
And I have learned how to say no to somebody.
You should say no more, you know. Nên nói không nhiều hơn. You should say no more, you know. People say that, okay, there's a book, and when I read it, they said that, okay, when you say no more, people actually respect you more. And you can succeed more if you say no to people more, you know. Don't say yes all the time, people will disrespect you, you know. Okay, so let's do part 3 now. Okay, so Miss Thảo, please. So, in what situation should people lend things to others and why? What do you think?
Where there are a lot of situations people should uh, uh, people should lend things to others. For example, when other emergent situation, for
When
example,
there's an
if some
emergency situation.
emergency situation, for
Một
example,
tình huống khẩn cấp.
once
When there's an emergency situations.
someone they have an accident on the road and they lose their phone, for example, and we need to help them to lend them to borrow phone to call their family members, for
To
example,
call their family members.
and we can help them. And another situation, for example, when someone have a trouble in their life, for example, they don't have a job and they cannot make money. And so, for example, I usually lend to my friend, uh,
Lend
lend
to your
lend
friend?
lend money
I
to help.
usually lend money to your friends, you mean?
Yes, lend money to my friends when she do.
Whenever they need it the most, right?
Yes, whenever they need the most. And I think we should more open, like should
Should be more open about it, you mean?
yes, we should more open about things.
We should more open. What do you mean? We should be more open because open is an adjective in this case. Nó là tính từ trong trường hợp này. Chúng ta nên mở rộng, nghĩ thoáng hơn. It's an adjective in this case. We should be more open about it.
Yes,
Can you try
and
again?
make
Thử lại. We should be more open about it.
we should be more open about it and make our societies more meaningful and more beautiful, more beautiful.
Oh, that sounds very utopian. That sounds like utopic, you know, nghe như là vùng đất hứa, vùng đất hoàn mỹ. Well, but it's not really. Life isn't perfect. You know, life is never supposed to be perfect. Life is never supposed to be perfect, you know.
We need to keep positive in our life.
Of course, keep it positive. Okay. Now, so what do you think, Miss Wan? What situation should people lend things to others and why?
Well, I think we need to concern what situation is necessary.
The situation is necessary. Necessary âm đầu nha. If the situation is necessary.
Which situation is necessary? For example, that related to a surviving situation of someone. If someone needs money for living or for curb the disease, so we should consider about it. Or maybe the situation related with their future that so we should learn something that mean to their life in the future and affect that someone's life. So I think that's a necessary and reasonable.
Necessary.
I think that is
necessary.
Necessary and reasonable to lend something to someone.
Of course, it's a reasonable thing to do. I mean, is to make the society caring for each other more. But of course, people should have their own things. They should not depend on like lending and borrowing, you know. People should never depend on that. Con người ta nên tự có đầu riêng của họ, đừng bao giờ mà nghĩ là mượn được nhé. Well, you should tell people that. Well, so Miss Kim Yến, please. So why is lending money to others a risky thing to do? What do you think?
Well, I think because money is when you borrow money from others, it seems that people seems to feel that
Well, most often people borrow money when they need it, when they really need it, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, they có nghĩa là khi mượn đồ các thứ thì người ta sẽ cảm thấy là cái đồ này là của người kia, nhưng mà khi mượn tiền thì người ta sẽ cảm giác nó là
tiền của họ.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the feeling, you know. I think that when people borrow objects, then they wouldn't feel like those objects are theirs. But when they borrow the money, then they would feel that the money are theirs, you know.
Yeah, they would.
What would be the consequence of that, you know? Cái hậu quả của chuyện đó là gì?
Yeah, and as the result, they may don't return it.
They may not return the money on time. You mean?
Yes, and maybe they don't think they are no land.
They don't think that they own you something. Yeah. Maybe they don't think that they owe you something. Cẩn thận nha. Owe với là own khác nhau nha. So basically, to owe someone something, to owe sorry, to owe someone something, nợ ai đó cái gì đó, owe. And then to own something là có nghĩa là sở hữu cái gì đó, you know. So these two are different.
Yes.
To owe something and to own something, these are different. All right. So they might not feel that they owe you something, right?
Yes. And of course they don't.
You have to say no. You have to say no.
Sorry,
so they don't think that they owe you something. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
No.
Okay, so what else then? Còn gì nữa không ta? Alright, so Miss Nell, what do you think? Why is lending money to others a risky thing to do? That's a good idea, Miss Kim Yến. Một ý rất hay. Một cái ý rất là hay. Nó nói về tâm lý. Basically, you have a very good idea. It's psychology related, you know. Now, Miss Nell, what do you think? Why is lending money to others a risky thing to do?
Yeah, the reason lending money to other a risky thing to do is that I think there are a lot of people think that it is easier to borrow money from any else. So they don't think that they need to have liability.
To have the liability. Trách nhiệm.
Such as repay on time or
không có trách nhiệm để mà trả lại đúng lúc. To have the liability to repay on time. So what would be the result of that then?
So I believe that for me and everything else, Cảm thấy không thoải unsatisfied.
You will feel unsatisfied. Of course, you will feel unsatisfied anyway.
Yes.
You feel
You know,
unsatisfied. Cảm thấy không bất mãn, không mãn nguyện, bất mãn.
but cannot talk to them.
You cannot talk to them about that all the time, because if you talk to them all about that, you would feel bad, right? And this relationship between you two would be worse, would become worse.
Yes.
So,
And
it's just not a good situation.
yes. In a long time, I think this relationship could become wasn't
Could become
could become
worse. Could become worse.
Yes. I think so.
All right, good enough. All right, so Miss New, please. So should people borrow money to buy expensive things? Why or why not? Đọc từ từ thôi Như.
Yes.
Không ai đuổi đâu. Just speak slowly, okay?
Yes. Well, I think should people don't borrow money to buy expensive things.
Can you say that again? Nói lại đi, sai trật tự rồi. Wrong order of the sentence.
I think people should not borrow money to buy expensive things. Because like after you buy something expensive from
Expensive.
you cannot relax.
What do you mean relax? Không
Like
thấy thoải mái. You cannot relax? Why? What's the problem?
like for example, borrowing money to organize a magnificent expensive wedding, or by
Expensive what? Expensive what?
expensive wedding.
Wedding? What is that?
Wedding.
Wedding. Expensive
Yeah.
wedding. For an expensive wedding, I see.
Expensive wedding, or
You know,
by
just for show. Chỉ để khoe thôi mà, khoe của đó mà.
yes, or by an engagement ring will
Wedding ring.
like they want to show the family and
The relatives and all of their friends that they are rich.
yeah, and after that, like they inside they will inside nợ nần là cái gì này?
They will be in debt. They will be in debt. Nhớ từ này không các bạn? Cái từ đọc là debt.
Debt.
They will be in debt, which means they have to pay people back. They will be in debt after the wedding, which is a bad thing, you know. Không ai muốn cưới xong cái còn nguyên cục nợ đâu.
Yes.
Nobody really wants to get married, and then after that, you know, you have a big loan to pay, you know.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right, that's a nice thing to say. Of course, that's a good thing to say. Okay, now so let's do 56. Describe a photo of yourself you have taken. Miêu tả một cái tấm hình của bản thân các bạn đã chụp. You should say where you took it. Bạn đã chụp nó lúc nào, chỗ nào. When you took the photo, bạn đã chụp nó lúc nào. How you took it, bạn chụp nó bằng cái gì. Like for example, by a camera, or by a smartphone, or by you ask a photographer to take it for you. Hỏi một cái người mà chuyên chụp ảnh để mà chụp hình cho các bạn. Maybe you ask a photographer to take it for you. Ask a photographer to take picture for you. Or maybe explain how you felt about a photo. Và giải thích bạn cảm thấy thế nào về cái hình đó. Alright, this is not that bad of a topic. Let's do it. 2 minutes, please. Let's talk about it now.
Được.
Describe a photo of yourself you have taken. Now, so Miss Wan, you first, please.
Okay.
Be
That's-
careful. Past tense. Speak slower. Just speak slower. Nếu cần nói chậm lại thôi. Just speak slower and more precise. Accurate.
Last Christmas, I took
Last
the
Christmas,
picture.
I gave you my heart. Okay.
Last Christmas, I took the picture with my son in the park nearby my house. And since my son still couldn't stand up himself, so
Sorry, still my son could not.
stand up himself because
So your son could not stand up by himself.
by himself because he was a little, just 1 year old. So I was holding him in my arm, and my
When
husband
I was holding you in my arms.
And my husband helped me to take a picture with by his phone. And I love it really much because that helped me to keep the memory
To help me keep the memory.
help me to keep the memories with my son, and that's the first Christmas with him. So I really appreciate that.
Yes.
I looked happy in the picture, but the son looked so tired and sleepy, and I was like the main
Focus. Đó là
The
cái
main
tâm điểm chính của tấm
focus.
hình vậy đó. It looks
The
like
main-
I was the main focus.
the main focus in the picture.
It looks like, so basically it looked like I was the main focus of the picture. Nhìn giống như tôi là tâm điểm chính của tấm hình, không phải là
So I felt a little bit pity for my son.
What do you mean sleepy? What do you mean?
Pity.
Okay. All right. So now, so Miss New, please, can you describe a photo of yourself you have taken?
Yeah. Well, I took that photo in Invite when I was paragliding in the sky. I took that photo with
I think in the sky. Okay, in the sky was when I was paragliding.
paragliding in the sky, and I took that photo and I took that picture with railroad, and I really like it, and I open it again sometimes because it helped me regain energy and recall my experiences.
Help me to recall my experience. Very good. To recall my experience. Các bạn học rất là cẩn thận. Very good. You learned very well. Okay, very good, class. Các bạn biết dùng những từ rất là hay luôn á. You use a lot of good words and sentences and phrases. Very good, very good. Now, so Miss Na, please, can you describe a photo of yourself you have taken?
Actually, I am a bad person in taking a photo.
You mean you're not good at taking photos?
Right. But
Let's just say I'm not good at taking photos.
yes, actually, I'm not good in taking a photo.
Good at. I'm not good at taking
Good at
photos.
taking a photo. But when I went to Big Ba Island.
Sorry? Island.
I take a photo. I took a photo. The main focus is there are a lot of there are some fishing boats with
The fishing what?
thuyền đánh cá này.
There was a lot of fishing boats. Thuyền đánh cá. There was a lot of fishing boats.
Yes. At that time, the sunrise along with
The sun rised.
The sunrise.
The sun rised. The sun rised.
A sunrise along with fog. Phải sương mù là fog.
Along with fog.
Yes. I took by my mobile phone.
So you took that picture by your mobile phone.
Yes. Because this is a photo, a scene photo. So I
You mean it's a photo of background, like a scenery, right?
Right. And so when I see it, I feel.
When I saw it, I felt.
Thế là nếu như mà sau này mình vẫn cứ nhìn lại thì là mình dùng.
So when I see it in the future. So when could you say when I see it in the future?
Yes, when I see it in the future, I feel at peace. And pleasant and proud because I have most beautiful photo.
Because I had taken one of the most beautiful photo. Very good. Okay, very good. Now, so Miss Kim Ian, please.
Yes.
Can you describe a photo of yourself you have taken?
Okay. A while back, yes, a while back, I had a trip to Tam Dao
Island?
No, it's not the island.
Well, Tam Dao, it's a kind of 3 island, right? Cluster of island, right?
No, it's mountain.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yes.
Tam Dao is a mountain. It's a mountain, of course.
The name is Tam Dao. Yes.
But it's not a Dao. It's not an island.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I thought Tam Dao meant 3 island. You know.
Yeah.
But no, it's not.
Yeah. When I had a trip to Tam Dao, sorry. In the coffee shop, there are oh no. When we arrived,
When we arrived.
coffee shop.
When we arrived at the coffee shop.
Yeah, at a coffee shop. And you know, it is placed at the top of mountain, and
so it was placed. So basically, what was placed at the top of the mountain? Cái gì được đặt ở trên đỉnh núi?
cái quán cà phê á.
So the cafe was located, or it was at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
Was located at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
Or you can say the cafe was at the top of a mountain.
Yes. The cafe was at top of the mountain, and so
Should
the
be
view
very
is
expensive.
It's not
Should
much.
be very expensive.
And so the view is really beautiful. And I asked my friend take some photo for me. Yeah, and I tried to post suitable pose, right? Try to pose. Okay. Try to pose
To
and
pose for a picture. To pose for a picture. Làm dáng.
yes.
Tạo kiểu.
Pose.
Tạo kiểu chụp hình.
Try to post for a picture and with face radiant with smiles. But you know, when I saw this picture, I really upset because it's so weird.
You're really upset, you mean? Upset.
Upset, yes.
I felt really upset.
Upset.
Tại vì nó nghe nó giống cái chữ obsessed, you know.
Upset.
Obsessed là bị cuồng cái gì đó.
Yes.
Upset là bị giận dữ.
Upset.
Không vui. Be careful,
Because
upset or obsessed.
Yeah, because this picture is so weird.
This picture was so weird.
My eyes were so small and
my eye was so small. Oh my god! And then when you look at the picture, you're like.
and poster is so weird as well.
And the poster were so weird as well. But you know what's the worst picture? The picture on your ID card.
Yes.
Hình chứng minh nhân dân luôn, cái hình tệ nhất. Was always the worst. Okay, so Miss Thảo, please. Can you describe a photo of yourself you have taken?
Yes. So, well, actually, I have a lot of selfies photos. But a photo that I so impressed. That's were a photo I took when I on my trip at Sabah.
So when you were on your trip?
So when I was on my trip at Sabah last year's for the summer holiday. Sabah actually incredible place.
Sabah is actually an incredible place.
Yes.
Actually an incredible place.
Sabah actually is an incredible place with so many beautiful destinations, and I took a lot of photos at there. So, but
I took a lot of photos there.
A lot of photos there. But the only photo is make me so impressed. Last photo, I took at the top of mountains.
I took it at the top of the mountain.
The top of the mountain, and I stood on the small house, and I took my flag. I took the flag of our country with the surrounding a lot of white clouds, and that's were sunny days. So the picture so light and so beautiful, surrounding with blue sky and
surrounded because the picture it was surrounded with something, surrounded with a blue sky. Or you can say, okay, surrounded with a blue sky.
And small mountain.
I think surrounded by a blue sky, but we don't say surrounded by something because it's sounds weird. Nghe kỳ kỳ sao bị bao vây bởi bầu trời xanh kỳ kỳ. It's like let's say that there's a picture with a blue sky background.
Blue sky background.
Yeah, with a blue sky background.
Surrounded a lot of small mountains and people up there. So I think that's amazing pictures, and sometimes it's make me recall my experience when the first time I came there, and to make me remember the moments that I will never forget.
Yes. All right, good enough. Okay. So I think that's good enough for today. Let's end the lesson here. Thứ sáu mình phải sửa bài writing nha mọi người. You need to spend more time on your writing. See the logic. You need to maybe do it again. Có thể làm lại thử xem. Try to rewrite, okay? And then we'll correct your writing on Friday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Friday I have to work a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lớp lận. I have 4 lessons on Friday actually. Whew. It's a lot of work. Anyway, so I'll see you on Friday, okay? Good night. Bye, class. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.